Welcome to my views and news. Three news stories. First one is about ongoing instability in the Oromia region of Ethiopia. US is asking Ethiopian government PM Abiy to resolve the ongoing conflict in Oromia. It seems now US will put pressure upon Ethiopia about the ongoing crises in Oromia, especially armed conflict in western Oromia. Secondly, you know that an Amhara Special Force commander came under attack this week. He survived an assassination attempt. Two commanders were injured. They were admitted to a hospital. Now some arrests have been made. Who is behind the assassination attempt? Someone from the organization, from Amhara Special Force, or another armed group. Thirdly, a transport service is resuming inside Tigray. Within Tigray, bus service is going to start in coming hours, reportedly. Firstly, viewers, Oromia region of Ethiopia, where a conflict has been ongoing before the start of Tigray conflict. Oromia conflict is very old. OLA, OLF, they have been fighting for years, if not decades. And for years, we've been seeing instability, attacks, fighting between security forces and Oromo fighters. And when Tigray war broke out, Oromia conflict was a little put on the back burner. But now when Tigray conflict has been resolved, international statements, international pressure is being seen on Ethiopian government to resolve the conflict in Oromia region of Ethiopia. Antony Blinken, US Secretary of State, and Abiy, PM of Ethiopia, held a phone call a few hours ago. Mainly, the call focused on the implementation of peace deal signed by TPLF and Ethiopian government. And Secretary Blinken appreciated the ongoing withdrawal of Eritrean military from Tigray. But he made two very important points in the call with PM Abiy. The points are mentioned in US State Department's statement 2 issued after this phone call. Firstly, US is demanding access for international human rights monitors to Ethiopia, to Tigray, which is pain in the side of Ethiopian government because more than a year ago, UN Human Rights Council formed an inquiry commission to investigate human rights abuses committed during a Tigray conflict. Ethiopia opposed the commission. Ethiopia tried to defund the commission. Commission is there. It was not allowed to visit Tigray a few months ago. Commission is due to visit Ethiopia in coming weeks. Once again, it wants to visit Tigray. That is why US is asking Ethiopian government to give access to this commission to investigate human rights abuses. Ethiopian government is planning to establish a parallel Truth and Reconciliation Commission. It is trying to make a UN Inquiry Commission irrelevant by forming Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Ethiopia does not want to press ahead. It does not want to cooperate with the UN Inquiry Commission because it could implicate government. It could implicate government officials in the atrocities which were committed during Tigray conflict. Secondly, for the first time, we are seeing a statement in recent months from the US about ongoing conflict in Oromia. Antony Blinken urged PM Abiy to find a solution to the ongoing instability in Oromia. It is mentioned in US State Department's statement. So it means that Oromia is now another conflict which is being internationalized. Oromo diaspora, Oromo politicians, Oromo opposition parties, they are trying to do lobbying abroad, and US will use these 2 points, Oromia conflict and investigation of human rights abuses, to put pressure upon Ethiopian government. Ethiopian government is hoping to receive financial aid from US and from US backed financial institutions. That is why Ethiopian government is listening to the US, it seems. And Ethiopia needs US for the implementation of peace deal too, because implementation of peace deal requires money for reintegration of Tigray fighters into society. Millions of US dollars are needed. So Ethiopia will keep relying on the US, on EU, and the US wants talks, it seems, to resolve the conflict in Oromia. So we could see, it means some sort of engagement between OLA and Ethiopian government, Oromia government, to find a solution to the conflict. Oromia president offered talks this week to OLA. OLA wants talks monitored by a third party. It wants Pretoria-style peace process. Let's see. Now, when US is becoming involved, we could see EU, other players involved as well, and we could see some attempt towards a peaceful solution to the conflict in Oromia. Secondly, viewers, at the start of this week, Amhara Special Force Brigade commander was attacked. He received bullet shots in the neck and chest. Two commanders were attacked, and both were injured. They were admitted to a hospital. Wagner Azizio, Amhara Special Force commander, was seriously injured. He was taken to a hospital. Who attacked Wagner Azizio and other Amhara Special Force commander? Some arrests have been made. There were speculations that groups against which Special Force has been conducting operations could be involved in this attack. But it seems that the attack was from within the organization. An Amhara Special Force soldier has been arrested. He is being investigated. So you can see the picture on your screen. He is Amhara Special Force soldier. He is in custody. He is being accused of planning the assassination of Wagner Azizio, Amhara Special Force commander. Investigations are underway, so it would be premature to say that he is the one who plotted the assassination, but investigation is being conducted, and so far no other arrests have been made. Arrests of Fano fighters, arrests of Kimans, arrests of ethnic group members from other regions. Only arrest of this soldier is being confirmed. Question is, was it an individual act? Was he backed by someone, or is he innocent? Several questions. Hopefully we'll get details about ongoing investigation. So far he is being investigated. Thirdly, viewers, transport service is resuming inside Tigray, from central Tigray to the cities and towns along B30 highway. A transport service is going to start on Monday. Abe Adi to Aksom, Abe Adi to Adwa, Adwa to Aksom. Transport service is going to start on Monday. No news of start of transport service between Tigray and neighboring regions. Why is that? Tigray, Afar, Tigray, Amharas, the roads are open, but no transport service is being allowed to start. People cannot afford by air travel to and from Tigray. 3 flights a day to Mekelle, 1 flight a day to and from Shire. But not all Tigrayans can afford by air travel. So it is urgently needed that transport service between Tigray and neighboring regions should resume, and economic activity as well between Tigray and neighboring regions should resume. But so far, only transport within Tigray is going to start in coming hours on Monday. So things are improving gradually. That delivery of aid to Tigray is improving. Within Tigray, transport service is resuming. Eritrean military withdrawing. Amhara forces withdrew from some areas. Gradually, we are seeing implementation of peace deal. Tigray surrendered heavy weapons, and ENDF is taking over old military bases like in Tigray. Militias, police is being reformed, and we could see these militias and law enforcement agencies, law enforcement institutions take over the security of the region. Things are happening. Speed is slow, but hopefully, we'll see improvement. Only issue is now the complete withdrawal of foreign forces. Firstly. Secondly, disarmament, not complete so far. Thirdly, Raya Volkayat. Fourthly, TPLF's future. Interim government in Tigray, election. So there are several thorny issues yet to be solved in coming days in Tigray. Thank you for watching.